Hey everybody, it's me Eli, and I just want to go over this little project that I've been working on for like 2 to 3 weeks. I can't remember at this point. This is RAG. This is a little physics interaction engine type thing that I'm working on in like SLZ like corpo terms. And the first thing I want to get out of the way before I get any comments, before I get anything, this is nothing new. Every last bit of this, at least so far, has been me putting together things that I've learned and things that I've gotten from other people, such as friends or like YouTubers like Nimso. Huge inspiration for this. Check him out. I'll probably link him in the little thing below. Into a singular project for me to basically build anything that I can on top of it. This is gonna be nothing new. This is nothing new. I'm not trying to innovate. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to make a decent base for me to create games. Because the main thing with Physics VR is there's a lot of sandboxes, but not a lot of full-on experiences. I want to make experiences. I'm not trying to build, like, full-on, like, oh, this is the most physical active ragdoll. There's finger physics. There's finger dingles. I'm not trying to do that. That's not me. I'm trying to just get something out there to show that Physics VR can be more than just like a sandbox or a Half-Life inspired campaign. Like, it can be so much more. It can be literally anything. I feel like Physics VR is the greatest medium for anything. Now, as you can see here, I don't have a lot. Twisting my arms doesn't really affect my upper body. I don't have a lot of stuff for that currently. If I kind of move like this, it kind of moves, but that's about it. A lot of my work so far has been going into the arms itself. These arms are taken largely from one of Nimso's videos a while ago. He went over how he did his arms, which is basically a driving physics joints towards the same inputs as like an IK system. So you have your target, which is where your hand is, a hint, which is where your elbow strives to be, which is like over here, and just like the initial point, which is where your shoulders are. I just took those concepts and I just ran with it because that is the best way I've seen to do this so far, because it helps so much. Physics, there's limits. Like, I cannot, like, make my elbow go up here, because this is limited by a physical joint. Like, you can't do that. This also allows for a lot more realistic weight, which I need to tune the strength of. I should not be able to lift this easily. But the shoulders working with the elbows here, because a lot of the strength doesn't come from just me tracking the hand. A large amount of the strength comes from this elbow being driven properly. The proper, like, driving of this elbow allows for the hand position to be tracked a lot better without actually, like, putting all the strength towards the hand. I get my elbow solving logic from actually a video from Tundra Fight School a while ago, where he showed how he did his elbows, and they work pretty damn well. Like, they track pretty decently. They look a lot better in third person. I still need a lot of work on them, because I think my implementation isn't great. But they look pretty good in third person, from what I've seen. They do freak out a lot if I, like, kind of put them into crazy positions. Like, if I'm flailing this around, it'll probably start to freak out. Hold on. Yeah, I need to put a lot of work into the strength, because it's not great. Anyways, let's take you into first person real quick, so I can just kind of show you around a little more. My legs, there's no, like, procedural system, just kind of bends right now, based on the floor. But my current movement system is taken from a video I saw a while ago, which actually I first learned about through another open source VR system that came out a long time ago. This is like around the time I was first learning how to use C# and everything. It's a floating character controller that works entirely that, like, you're not colliding with the ground. This is a raycast downwards that then pushes you up so you're at your proper height with the ground. So stuff like stairs is just automatically handled. Like, there's no ramp here to help you. This is just proper collision. Like, this is the stairs. And you just move with it properly. Of course, the legs fucked up. They don't have collision. I want them to be somewhat physical eventually, so you can, like... I saw this in a Nimso video a while ago. Like, I want... In some of my games, I want, like, your legs being connected to stuff to actually affect you. But that's a long bit away. Like, I don't even have, like, proper upper body collisions yet. Like, this is just a capsule. But the issue with that, when you don't actually collide with the ground, you get a lot of issues whenever it comes to, like, oh, what if you walk on something that's physical? Which I still haven't fully solved. Like, for example, if I go walk on this, I'm going to... Actually, no, never mind. It won't push into the ground. Sometimes it just pushes things into the ground. But if I jump onto something, you can see it actually pushes properly. That's because I apply a force to anything that has a rigid body that I step on. That is most often fucking up these cubes, but it will not today. I need to do some work on, like, detecting when I step up. Like, I should not be able to step up on these very instantly, because it just often leads to me bouncing up into the air. I need to do some work, like, hey, if this is beyond a certain point, then just, like, make me not be able to move and maybe put a force towards that direction. I just need to do that. But yeah, this isn't just also snapping it down either. If I place some heavier stuff on this side, I realistically should not be able to push this down very easily. Now, if I go to the edge, sometimes it does, but yeah, it takes a minute. But yeah. I like that solution a lot more than, like, the standard loco ball, because there's a lot of instances where the loco ball just kind of really messes up, especially on ledges, because it's just a ball rolling. You're gonna, like, trip up basically anytime that you try to go over an edge. I really hate that. It really annoys me. I want my VR movement to be smooth. That helps a lot with motion sickness and just overall, like, I hate tripping. Or, like, I hate I hate just getting caught up in things. That's the biggest complaint that I have with the Bone Lab character in Boneworks. Like, overall, it's amazing. Like, everything is pretty great. I'm very happy they're switching away from the logo ball, because it just kind of causes issues. But I also learned recently, I implemented this before I knew this, but Nimso, their, like, entire thing, I'm pretty sure also has a floating player controller. I don't know how they do it. Theirs seems to be a lot more stable than mine, because mine fucking often just kind of flings me upwards, especially if I'm grabbing something like big. Hold on. Let's see this. Watch. Yeah. You can kind of prop fly. I need to do some logic there to prevent that, but they also seem to do that from what I've seen. Yeah, there was an instance of my arm messing up. That is just a product of it being physics that I can definitely fix. I can definitely prevent. I don't know if I can fully fix it. I feel like that's just bound to happen. But I can definitely put some stuff in there to prevent it. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much what I have so far. I mean, we can do some climbing real quick. Oof. I accidentally turned on my camera thing for a moment. But yeah. Grabbing is very temporary. I'm gonna probably have a whole, like, video on grabbing because this is a topic that, is very hard for me because there's a lot of little issues and, like, things that involve grabbing that are very hard to solve, in my opinion. Like, how do you make this properly get to a target, like your actual grip point, without making everything too snappy and without, like, ruining the proper physics of everything? Like, this is... It seems like such a simple system, but the simple systems aren't good. Like, this is a simple system and it's not good. To get a proper good grab system requires a lot of work, and that's an issue that I see in pretty much every physics system I've ever played with, and the only one that's done it right has been Bone Lab. Like, even Boneworks, theirs was pretty bad. Like, I did not enjoy it very much because it was really snappy. They improved it a lot in Bone Lab, but that's just how it be. Anyways, this will not be open source. This is for me, just so you know. This is just a little project that I wanted to show off. It's very much in its infancy. It's only gonna get better from here. As you can see, everything's a work in progress. My arms are doing pretty good. Like, these are getting to a point that I'm pretty happy with. But, like, for example, what I mentioned earlier, my upper body, my legs, the grabbing, pretty much everything else needs to be worked on pretty heavily. My locomotion, just like everything. But that's how it be. Like, this takes a long time. There's a reason there's not a lot of open source solutions and a lot of people, like, doing tutorials for this type of thing. It's because it's hard. There's a lot of nuances, there's a lot of little details that you need to scrounge out. There's not, like, one big solution for everything. Everything is still very much a work in progress for even SLZ, for everybody doing physics VR. There's no one big solution. No one has, like, really cracked the code. And I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get something working that's good, that I can use in my games to show that physics VR can be a lot more. Like, that's all I want to do. I'm not trying to be innovative or anything. I just kind of want to make games that are actual games with physics VR. I don't want another Beyond Sandbox. I'm not gonna say this is the most crazy, innovative thing in the entire world, and this is gonna be the coolest thing that you've ever seen, and this is gonna be awesome sauce. It's not. It's nothing new. This is just what I believe is necessary for VR.